So I will tell you, this is Jeff. We're playing Dark Souls, and we're going to kill the Gaping Dragon, boss of the depths. First, we're going to upgrade some of our items. I would suggest getting your halberd, since that's what we'll be using. Well, we used for the last few bosses, we'll use over here too. All the way up to a +5, as well as a shield to +5. We'll be getting the kite shield in a second here. If you're running low on funds, a good way to grind experience in the early areas of the game is to come to this bonfire here and make a quick run up and around the stairs. Just peek out. That's as far as you need to go to activate the dragon's fire breath. Kills all of the hollow soldiers on the bridge. Instant 300. Fall back down. Just click on the bonfire. Repeat as necessary. You will be able to buy... Let's see, how much does it take? It's 9 shards to get from a base weapon up to +5. I think that's about 8,200 souls total for one piece of equipment. Now we're going to buy the Tower Kite Shield. If you find a hollow soldier shield, that is also a, well, it's actually a great alternative to this. Those drop off of the hollow soldiers. But it is a rare drop, so if you don't have the patience for that, then just go buy one from a good old Andre. Now we're also going to pick up the crest shield in order to fight the Gaping Dragon, which is down here at the bottom of the basin. We are going to pretty much ignore this guy by just falling off the cliff creatively. There we go. Disengage the lock so you don't accidentally roll off to your death. Now, you don't actually have to fight the Black Knight here, even though he looks kind of green. But we will anyways, because it's easy enough with a good shield to just chain backstab him to death. And with a powerful halberd, it only takes about 3 backstabs. Stab, stab, stab! Here I got lucky, and actually he dropped a Black Knight shield, which is the best fire-resistant shield in the game. I think it requires like 16 strength to use. Before we fight the Gaping Dragon proper, as we go towards him in the depths, we want to get these 3 items. Well, I guess Laurentius is a person. First I want to show you this. This is the sack helmet, which is a very rare drop off of the butchers. The reason it's so rare is because there's only a few butchers in the game, and you can't actually do anything once they're dead. You can't really farm them, so you just have to start a new game, really, if you don't get it. So I'll just be wearing that. It doesn't have any special properties. It's more of a vanity item. That was the large ember next to the butcher table. Laurentius is here, next to the other butcher. Make sure to roll into him in order to not accidentally attack him, which will make him hostile. Falling down behind the butcher's butcher table, I guess in his corpse chute, you'll be able to find the spider shield here. We won't need this for the boss, but it will make some other areas easier because it has 100% poison and toxin block on it. The first time you fight the Gaping Dragon, this might happen. Okay. You want to kill the Channeler. The Channeler is the mage on top that is shooting magic at me right now. So, go through this fog door in order to permanently kill him. He only appears once. As soon as he's dead, he will not bother you anymore. And when he's doing his silly dance, he doesn't actually have any way to fight back. So stab, stab, he's dead. Hooray! Yeah! All right, now we can fight the Gaping Dragon proper. This is my favorite boss fight in the game. It is a very disturbing boss design. And also is not, although large and intimidating, not too difficult. The first attack that it has is a chest slam. This is the attack that you'll see most often and is the best one to attack it after. The follow-up attack, number 2 here, is the charge. Now that will always follow a chest slam if it sees you with its beady little eyes. If you're behind it the entire time, it's possible that it won't do a charge forward. Now when it's doing the charge, actually every part of its body kind of counts as a weapon, so don't get too close. Now we do want to cut off the tail, much like with gargoyles. When you're using the halberd here, as the little thing on the screen is letting you know, a running attack is an overhead chop. You can also do that by doing a back step followed by a weak attack. As you can see there, the regular thrusting attack usually is too low. When you're close range, he has 2 different attacks he can use. The Stomping Tantrum, which he is currently using, and we'll see another foot swipe later. Those are the 2 attacks that most commonly happen when close. So you actually want to spend most of the time in medium range in this fight in order to get the chest slam to happen. Wait around and follow it forward as it charges, making sure, of course, not to get in the way of the feet or the tail, because the tail will also hit you. Run in and get some chops down. Chops in, chops down. Chop, chop, chop. Another thing the Gaping Dragon can do is the Flying Stomp. Now, the Flying Stomp has a lot of travel distance to it, so if it's facing you. Now, if it has to turn around in the air, like it did this time, it actually can't go very far. There we go, that's the longer version. If it's looking at you and doesn't have to turn around, then it can actually cover a lot of distance. Now, as you can see here, I'm double-handing the halberd with the Grass Crest Shield on my back. The Grass Crest Shield is giving me faster stamina regen. Very useful. Hey, look, it's a tail sweep. This is the reason we're trying to get rid of that tail. Totally not expecting that, but that's all right. This is I did that for demonstration because I wanted to. Yeah, okay. So don't if you're behind it, it has the tendency to use the tail swipe because it can't see you. We'll be destroying the tail shortly. There is actually plenty of opportunities to heal in this fight. This is probably the safest one when he's doing his charge. You have to wait for him to stop anyways. A few more slices on the tail, and we'll have the tail sweep attack will not be a concern anymore. As I was saying about the Grass Crest Shield, we're two-handing the halberd so we get more damage out of it, but we still get the passive bonus of stamina regen from the Grass Crest Shield, which we picked up earlier, as there's not too much of a reason to have a shield in this fight. Here comes his other close-range attack. Left leg sweep. You can dodge out of the way with a properly timed dodge, or, as is better, just be out of the way. Another good suggestion is to have basically no armor on when fighting, because you need the extra mobility of low encumbrance. Less than 25 is ideal, but less than 50 is okay too, because you'll still be able to run far enough away. Let's go ahead and get rid of that stupid tail. Just a few more hits. There we go. Like most of the dragon or dragon-like enemies in the game, their tails will give you a special weapon. In this case, it's the Dragon King Great Axe. We do not have the stats for that, but that's alright. Now we can do some proper damage to the boss. Its weak point is its beady little head, as you might imagine. But if you get too close to its hand, this might happen. Oh no, that's... Oh no. That's not pleasant at all. What I'm counting as its hands are, I guess, the legs or hands that are the closest to its head. You want to not hang out near them for that very reason. The grab attack is almost always fatal. After it runs into a wall, you can get a full stamina bar of attacks in safely. You can even try and risk another one or two. That one whiffed because I was not running yet when I hit the button. Other than that, stay at medium range in order to get the chest slam. There's a chest slam. And then the weak point, as mentioned earlier, is its head. So give it a one or two attacks. As you can see here, this is what happens when it doesn't do the charge. It just bends back over. How does it even see where you're at? I suppose it's navigating by sound, considering its head is staring at its chopped off tail. You can get in one attack, maybe two, but get out of the way as soon as possible, because getting trampled is probably the easiest way to get killed in this fight. From here, it's a matter of just repeating the steps to success. We have all of our equipment proper. With the Chandler dead, we don't have to worry about dodging magic missiles from the top, which is nice. Dance. Dance, Boss Slayer. Yeah, dance. Look at that sack. Sack does not actually provide much defense. It's a little too close to the slam there. It does have a bit of an AoE attack. The Gaping Dragon does, in fact, have another attack, which we'll see in a second here. A like mini bosses in this game, and in fact all video games, it has a few attacks, or in this case just one attack, that it can use when it's at low health. So potentially it could be using it right now, but we'll see it a little bit later. Besides, it's almost dead. Attacking the head does a lot of damage to this guy. Now I could finish off the fight here with just one more hit, but there is one more attack I want to see out of this, and fortunately this guy is being stubborn. That tail sweep wasn't effective. This guy is being stubborn, so we're gonna have to speed the video up a little bit here to get to a point when he finally uses it. There, yep, all right, yep, Get to a little bit, and then finally he's gonna do it right about. Nope. See how I'm done it. It's gonna. Also, stay nimble enough. You want to have the camera rotating around at all times to make sure you're not accidentally falling off or getting stuck in a corner. All right, here we go. This the last attack that the Gaping Dragon can use is a pretty nasty AoE. You can tell he's going to use it because it basically starts vomiting. Now this is this putrid acidic vomit, which he uses when it's at low health. Although I've never gotten hit by it, I hear that it does. It eats through the durability on your armor and weapons pretty quickly. And it covers quite a large area, so you really want to use that run button to get out of the way. In my frustration of the amount of time I had to wait for that attack to go through, I'm going to punch it angrily. Also, you can't parry it. There we go. Angry punch. Take that, stupid dragon. Or we can switch back to our halberd now. No reason to have this drag on any longer. And then, naturally, after waiting, a good 12 or 13 minutes game time for him to do this attack once, he decides to do it 2 times in a row, practically. Alright, that will be the end of him as soon as he charges forward. Gaping Dragon is a really fun fight. I recommend doing it by yourself, actually. It's a lot of fun. The amount of souls you get from this guy is significantly higher than any of the previous bosses. Rewarded with the Blighttown key here. He'll give us 25,000. It's time for Victory Seizure. Victory Seizure! That's the Victory Seizure. Victory Seizure.